morning, everyone. My name is Karla, and you have reached my FlossTube channel, KarlaBeingCrafty, where I talk about mostly cross stitch, but also other crafts that I enjoy, and a little bit of life thrown in. Today is FlossTube number 179, and it is Sunday, February 19th. So welcome. If this is your first time finding my channel, I hope that you like what you see and want to hit like and subscribe and all of the good stuff. I do have a super thanks button on my channel. If you really like what you see, if you think that the stuff I have to tell you is entertaining and informative, and you want to leave a monetary tip, that is how you would do it. And it's like a little $sign and a heart, I think is what it is down below. But yeah, please feel free to use that. It's not necessary, but I do appreciate it. But regardless, welcome and thank you for coming to visit my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for coming and sharing this time with me each week. As you know, I really enjoy it, and doing FlossTube adds a lot of fun to my life. So I thank you all for being here. Southern California weather, I have to give my little report. It's been in the 60s all week, dipping the toes into low 70s, but it's been very clear, but kind of chilly. I mean, it has gone up to like the high 60s in the afternoon, but it's still been down in the 40s at night and stuff. And the weather's gonna get a little bit colder, I think, this week. We're gonna go down to the low 60s, and we're looking at possible rain for a couple days towards the end of the week, I think. So yeah, we're still in that same sort of don't need to put the air conditioning on kind of place, which is good. I hope you guys had a good Valentine's Day last Tuesday. My day was fairly a normal day, you know. My boss took us out to lunch for Valentine's Day, which was really nice of him. So that was pretty yummy. And then I got home and I did a sort of a FaceTime. It wasn't FaceTime, but you know, a video call with the kids and Stacy, and we exchanged Valentine's presents. They got me a really cool, it's like a tea mug. It's a glass tea mug, so it's clear, but it's like a big glass tea mug that says XOXO on it in like pink. And then it came with these two tea bombs, which I'd never really heard of. I mean, I've heard of like the hot chocolate bombs, but it came with two tea bombs, and I looked them up because I thought this is really cool. I want more. I can't find them. So I don't know if they got these, you know, in like a Marshall's or something like that, and it's just one of those gift things that they put together, but they're really cool. So I only used one of them so far. It came with two, I guess, floral tea bombs. So it's kind of like a sugar shell, which is nice because then, you know, it sweetens the tea. And then inside is like tea and floral flowers. So the first one, the one I tried is rose. And so it actually had little rosebuds in there, and it gave the tea a really nice flavor. It didn't bother me that they were floating around. I didn't get them in my mouth, although I did take one and tried to and chewed on it, and actually it tasted good. And the other one I think is jasmine, but I'm not sure. The other one is like a purple shell. So I really like them, and I had one. As I said, I tried one, and it was kind of cool, and I would like to maybe get more, but I can't find them. I looked on Amazon, and when I put in tea bombs, what came up was something that I'm so intrigued by, but I'm like, no, you don't need that. It's just, you know, and what those are flower tea things where you actually get like a glass pot and you put the flower thing in and pour your hot water in, and the flower just like blooms inside the pot. So you have this big flower in the pot, which you can see. And then of course also makes tea from that edible flower. I was so intrigued, but I didn't get it because that's just really not something I would need. It's just something that I think would be really cool. Anyway, so, and I got the kids just a little candy. Well, Hudson loves fortune cookies. I don't know why, he just does. And so I got him a box, which I did 2 years ago. So of course he opened the box and saw 100 fortune cookies, and he was like, again? Like, and I'm like, oh, again? Should I not do that anymore? He's like, no, I like it. So he got a box of 100 fortune cookies, and then I got Reagan. Reagan's always a little bit more difficult, like, to get edible snacks for, because of course she's gluten and dairy free. So I want to make sure I'm getting her something that she can eat. And it sometimes it's a little bit harder online because you can't necessarily look at the package really close and everything, but and obviously no chocolate usually, unless it's like oat milk chocolate or something. But I was able to find one of the things that she actually has really been wanting lately. Is I got her some freeze-dried Skittles. So I got her a package of those, and she's really excited about that. And then Logan, who is, you know, he's 15 now, and he's a tiny bit above it all, but I got him a package of chocolate and candy and whatever covered pretzels. So I know, you know, so he's very blasé about it, but I know that that's something that he really likes. So, so yeah, we did that online together, and then it was just a regular evening, me and Baggy hanging out, watching TV and stitching. So, you know, which is my typical nice evening. But I hope that your Valentine's Day was good, you know, that you got, that it was what you wanted it to be. We had our Zoom meetup yesterday, our February Zoom meetup, which was also lots of fun. Thank you everybody who joined me. It was a smaller group, which I thought it might be because it was like on a Saturday, so it's right before my video, so I didn't know if people were going to remember. But it was fun. It was really a nice time. I really enjoyed doing that. I like just visiting with people and having sort of a low-key time. I did schedule another one for March, so mark your calendars. We're going to do it actually in exactly a month from today. We're going to do Sunday, March 19th at 2 p.m. So I thought about doing it on Saturday because Saturday the 18th is actually my anniversary. And the first couple years after my divorce, I kind of made a point to do something fun on that day so that I wasn't like dwelling. But it hasn't really bothered me lately, so I don't think I'm gonna have any blues or anything on that day. So, and I thought I did a Saturday this month, so I'd rather do a Sunday next month. The other thing is when I do it on a Sunday, when I don't know a schedule as far as if I'm going to be visiting Aaron and Stacey and the kids, I'm always home on Sunday, so I wouldn't have to like reschedule or whatever. So anyway, Sunday, March 19th at 2 p.m. is going to be the next Zoom. The information is in the description box below as far as the login information. I think that's it. I think I don't have a lot of like life stuff to talk to you about. Nothing really exciting happened this week at work. It was a busy week at work. Sort of like, I think the way the pattern of my office goes is like the first month, January, is busy because we're trying to get statements and stuff like that out for the clients. But then in February, you know, February, March, April, when we're kind of the beginning of the year, plus right between tax seasons, and, you know, a lot of people want to come in for reviews. So we're having a lot of, you know, client meetings or phone appointments, you know, with Joe. But usually a meeting is going to then create paperwork and stuff that has to be done, which is my purview. So it has been kind of busy, which is good. I like it when it's like the right amount of busy. Like, I don't want it so busy that I'm going crazy and, you know, and I feel stressed out, but also not busy at all is boring. And the day takes a long time. I have a big hump in my hair from wearing my hair in pigtails yesterday, so ignore my hump. Yeah, so it was a good amount of busy, which, you know, kind of makes the time go by fast. I mean, it's still stressful to be busy, you know, but again, it was a good level of busy. But anyway, as far as work, stitchy work, craft work. I got quite a bit done. Thursday night I was playing a online game, so I didn't get a lot of stitchy time, but I still did stitch. Friday I just didn't feel like stitching. I tend to be kind of tired on Fridays. It's like all the week stuff just kind of, you know, catches up with you, or catches up with me. So instead of actually stitching, I pulled flosses for a bunch of projects, so I'll show you that later in the video, because that's going to kind of go in with plans and stuff. So let's see, I didn't have any journal work this week. I didn't do any paper stuff. I thought I might be able to do it while I was playing the game, but I'm glad that I decided not to sit at my desk. I decided to put my computer up by my, you know, daybed, so I could be a little bit more comfortable, which I'm glad I did, because there was definitely a learning curve with the game, trying to figure out just how to manipulate the actual physical part of the game as opposed to like the playing D&D. I know how to do that for the most part, but it was fun. I really enjoyed it. So anyway, I thought I might be able to do some paper stuff during the game, but I didn't. Diamond painting, my stickers. I did do some this week. I need to find the ones I finished. So I finished this little half page of stickers. I don't know if you can even really see them. Again, you know, because these are, you know, they're meant for kids, and they're, you know, they're not going to be like the best quality as far as the diamonds and stuff, but I'm still enjoying, you know, spending an hour or so doing something a little bit different, and I am going to enjoy putting these in the journals. And then I moved on to this page, and I did the little shark and the little bee. So yeah. So it's just, I have not spent like a whole night doing diamond painting. I don't think it holds the fascination for me that it did when I first started doing it, and these stickers also don't. But I've been enjoying, you know, 1 or 2 nights a week, kind of doing that for like an hour before I start stitching. So yeah. Okay, on to the stitching stuff. I don't have any new starts or finishes to show you, but I do have an FFO that I'm really pleased with. So last week I showed you these sort of hanger, what are they calling them? Wood magnet canvas holder. I don't know. They're the ones I got 2 sets of teak ones, which I really actually like the color. I think they look really good with the stitching that I put it on. And I intentionally got it for my Sweet William. So this is how it looks. And obviously I haven't hung it up yet, so I don't know how it's going to wear. As far as, the only thing I'm concerned about is because it is interchangeable. So if I got tired of seeing this on the wall and I wanted to put something else, I could take these off very easily. It's just, they're magnets, right? They just slide. So my only concern is that they might slip out, or the fabric might slip out. It would help if I didn't put it on backwards. Okay, so what I did, but I think that I really like how it looks. Especially, I think I really like the teak with this sort of neutral, sort of fiddler's cloth type Aida. So what I did is I folded the 4 sides in, and because it was this type of Aida, it was very easy to do, because it will hold like a finger crease really well, and then you can iron it. And so I folded the 4 sides in. I trimmed the fabric on the sides. I wish I had trimmed it a little bit less, because then it turned out that velveteen stuff is just the teeniest bit smaller than I would want it to be, but I'm looking for, oh, here. Okay, so I folded it in, and then I used, this is just like iron-on hem tape that I got off of Amazon. It was like $5 for 2 rolls. There's a bunch of different ones, so you can just get, you know, look at the different prices and stuff. And they have ones that I think are like non-iron that you could just use as like fabric tape, which I have, but I just thought that this would work because I have to iron the thing anyway. So it's just this like hem tape. It's very, you know, so anyway, so I folded the sides in. I used this tape to hold those folds, and then I used a piece of this, and this is like, this was like maybe $20, I want to say. Sorry, I just snagged my nail. It's bothering me. It's sorry, my train just derailed. See how bad that is? It's like I get a snaggy nail and I can't think about anything. Okay. Okay, there. No more snaggy nail. Okay, so I got a package of, I was looking for sticky back felt, but then I saw this, and I had gotten this a while ago for something else, this type of thing. So this is, it's not really felt, it's like a velveteen. I don't know if you can see. It's like a velveteen, and it's sticky backed. Now, I was kind of annoyed because it comes in this like package, and it was all sort of in the package badly, so that they all got like creased on one end, which is annoying. When you pay money for something, you want it to be nice and pristine. But it's not too bad. It's just kind of on the end. So I took the piece of the dark red, basically because it kind of goes with this, and this piece of stitching was big enough that I just used the whole thing. If it had been bigger, so that this was really too small, I probably would have done 2 pieces. I hesitated to do that though because I didn't have 2 matching pieces, and I was like, how would I do that? It's going to be probably a non-issue when I do the forget-me-nots because it's a smaller piece. But anyway, so as I said, I wish that I had trimmed this a little bit less, because like on this side it covers the edge really well, on this side the edge is a little bit out, but I mean, it's the back, it doesn't really matter. But it was really easy to do, and I really like the results. I just like how it looks. I like the fact that it is interchangeable, although if it doesn't hold, if that becomes a problem, then I could like glue it and make it not interchangeable. But yeah, so I mean, the cost of these things, you know, I mean, I did invest the $20 or $25, let's say, in the backing stuff and the tape, but I'll be able to use that for, you know, many projects. So to me, it was like a good cost-effective way to fully finish something and be able to hang it. So I really like how it looks, and I think the teak looks really good with these projects, because they're kind of a little bit rustic to me. But other type projects that are not like that, you know, you can get these in white and black and all different colors. So yes, so that was my FFO for the week, or for the month, because I don't FFO that often, as you guys, I'm sure, are aware. Okay, so on to my whips. So because it's sitting here, yesterday, as you guys know, because I just said it, was my Zoom. And I work on my county canvas projects during my Zoom. For anybody that's new here, the reason that I specifically choose to work on county canvas during my Zoom calls is because for regular like seeing and reading labels and normal whatever, I wear glasses that are like 2 times magnification. I don't need to wear glasses at all for distance, for seeing the TV. In fact, they bother me. I have to look over them. But when I stitch, I wear glasses that are like 4 times magnification. So I don't have to use a magnifying glass, but I change my glasses. I use different ones. The problem with that when I'm on a computer thing is that the 4 times magnification is just too strong to see the computer screen. So, you know, when my computer's like here or whatever, I can still see the screen if I'm wearing the 2 times glasses, but if I have the 4 times on, I can't, and it makes me get a headache or dizzy or whatever. And so I end up having to take them on, you know, switch glasses in order to interact with anybody on the screen. However, because the counted canvas is like an 18 count mesh, you know, the holes are bigger. It's just a different experience than doing counted cross stitch on fabric. I can do this wearing my regular readers, the 2 times ones. So I tend to do this while I'm on the Zoom because I don't have to change my glasses back and forth and back and forth. So yeah, so that's why. So this is, oh, I should probably show you the cover picture. That's why I keep this out. So this is Country Garden from Nancy's Needle. And this is one of the floral quilt series. Now you will notice when I hold up my thing again that it doesn't look quite the same because I've changed colors. So the sort of multicolor flowers on this is a color called Ethiopia. The one I'm using is a color called Peach Melba. So mine is, I think, a little less orange and a little bit more yellow. They both have the pink and purple in them, but mine is more yellow and this one is more orange to that. And then this uses a background color called Beaver Gray, which I just didn't love, so I got a pink. So I think mine looks a little bit brighter, lighter overall. Not better or worse, just different. So yeah. So yeah, it's just gonna end up looking just slightly different. But I got quite a bit done actually on it. And that's where I am. So yeah, you can see that like my flowers, the multicolored ones have a lot more yellow than, I mean this, actually I don't think there's any yellow in that those main flowers. The yellow gold colors coming from the center part, which I haven't put in yet, which is supposed to be a Caron Snow in Mango, I want to say. And I have a friend who's sending that to me. I also got this to possibly try out instead of the snow, because she's sending me some snow, but snow is hard to find and it's kind of expensive. So when I use what she sends me on this project, and I think there's another color that she might be sending me for another project, but there's a bunch of these that call for the snow and I'm probably not going to get it. So I wanted to see if there's something that could substitute. My friend who's sending it to me says this is a lot fuzzier than what the snow is, but I got it to compare when I get that. So anyway, this is what I worked on yesterday. Okay. So this will probably, although it fits really well in the theme this month, my Floral Fantasies theme, I probably won't work on that again until next Zoom. Okay, so other than that, I realized this week that I was maybe a little bit overly ambitious, I guess, with my theme this month, because I picked a lot of projects and not even thinking that February is like a really short month. So all of my projects that are on my list for this month, my focus list for this month, have been touched at least once. I just don't know if they're going to get touched more than that. Well, everything won't. Some things will a lot, but some things won't. So I need to be cognizant of that when I'm setting up the list, because, you know, doing the themes and picking focus projects and stuff is meant to be a fun way to help me pick things. It's not meant to create stress for me. So I need to be cognizant of that, to not, you know, not overly pick things and then feel bad or guilty or whatever stupid feeling I have about not getting to a project. I tend to like feel like bad for my projects. Like I feel guilty that I'm hurting the project's feeling when I don't work on it, which is 100% stupid, because, you know, projects don't have feelings. But I do feel that way. So yeah, I have to be careful. All right, so I am getting very close to a finish on my cute lion biscornu. That was my food. So ignore that. It'll cool off while I finish my video. So I'm working on this tiny modernist cute, I'm calling it cute lion biscornu. I don't, it just says lion biscornu. I'm calling it cute lion. Which I pulled all of my own colors and stuff for this. I started this in August. I do a lion project every August for my birthday. So this is what I chose this year. I'd never done a biscornu before, and so, and my friend Dawn had never done one, and we were talking about it. We decided to both do the biscornu and use a hashtag biscornu beginner. And I finished the front. So the front is complete, all 4 lions, and I started the back, which is basically just the outline. And apparently, at least in the video that I watched for how to put them together, you use that outline, those outline stitches is actually how you put it together, because you sew through those stitches. So the outline is kind of important. At least with the tiny modernist method of finishing them. I only watched that video once, but I think I have a handle on it. Anyway, so the back is just the outline, and then there's like little 3 flower cluster in each corner. It's 2 of these blue flowers and then 1 that's similar to that with their leaves in each corner. So yeah, so I'm getting really close to that being done. I would like to get this done before the end of the month, but we'll see. You know, I'm also, you know, not stressing myself out with it. But hopefully I'll get it done. Okay, and then this is my other, like, February, this is the Be My Own Valentine SAL for this year. And I am using this pattern, but I have changed the words. This is another project I really would like to get done this month, but, you know, again, I'm not sure I will. If I don't, no biggie. I will just add it on to the coming months. And that is where I am. So this is going to say Be My Own, and, well, it says Be My Own, and then it's going to say Valentine down here. I have changed, because of the way that the wording is spaced differently. This had like the flower here and then a bee, but the bee was going to end up smacking into the bottom of the Y. So I switched them and I put the bee on this side, and then the flower will go here. So that's where I'm on that one. And then I think I really need to, at some point this year, I want to start putting some of my smalls and things into the journal that I made for that purpose, which I'm looking to see if it's right in front of me. which would be nice, but it probably is right in front of me and I'm just not seeing it. Oh well, I believe what is called a traveler's journal, because you can take the pages in and out, and I need to redo the pages that I put in it. So I really like the cover that I made. And I like the idea of how I did the pages, but I did the pages more like a regular like junk journal with all different sizes and things. And I think that if I'm going to primarily use it as a stitching journal, it just really needs to have full pages. Yeah, I don't see it. It just needs to have full pages. I will probably use my collection of scrapbook paper, which is heavier, so I can get some backgrounds that would look good with whatever the pieces that I'm putting in. And I need to start actually doing that and using it. I think I would enjoy that. So I will keep you guys posted on that project as it happens. Okay, so moving on. I worked a little bit this week. Actually, I did this on Valentine's Day on my little Snapdragon. I worked on, okay, let me try and fold it so it's easier to hold here. I worked on his wing, mostly. So, very pretty. And he is on a hand dyed by Lavender, and this is an 18 count Aida. So I'm using 2 strands, which is a little bit tight on the 18 count, but it's making it look nice and full coverage, you know. I just think he's really cute. And he's got all the cute colors that I love and everything. And I like this fabric. I like the pink and white. I worked on my forget-me-nots. So this is a Riolis kit that I'm doing. This one is truly going to be sort of a companion to the Sweet William, because it's the same sort of style. It's the same background fabric. So I think that they're going to look really nice next to each other eventually. And so I got the same hanger type stuff. So and that is how far I am. And just like Sweet William, this is one of those patterns that when you're working on it, it doesn't look like much, and then when I see it in the viewfinder or when I step back from it, it really has a lot of depth. So I think this one is, well, first of all, it's smaller than Sweet William, but I think it's gonna go pretty fast. So I'm hopeful I might get this one done by the end of the year. I mean, depending on how after this month, how often it gets pulled out, and I can't really remember, you know, if it's on the list or not. But it might get put on, like, you know, November, December when I do my push to finish, because I think it's one that I could really get done this year. Okay. Oh, I did work on my Jobelan, my Green Lace Mandala. I didn't do anything that's very exciting. I just did this black, what's the top? This black border. My intention the night I worked on this was to get the whole thing done, and you can see I got half. So, you know, it's kind of boring repetitive stitching. Because you do have to count, because there's like a space every 15 stitches. So it's kind of like, it's not boring enough. It's boring, but not boring enough. So anyway, so that's kind of like a chore part that has to be done to get back onto like some more fun stuff. And then, yep, last but not least, I worked on the Blue Bouquet with Cat, which is a kit, Designworks kit. I don't know why it has like three, has the front and then it has it small. Oh, I guess that's so you can see the cat really well. I really like this. Of course, the cat looks like baggy to me. I am not using the kit fabric. I pulled, this is a Pole Stitches fabric that I have in stash. Ow. So I have some mistakes in here that are just, I mean, counting mistakes, and I'm just fudging to try and get back on track. I figure it doesn't really matter when you're in flowers and stuff like this. But yeah, it's annoying when that happens, but I really hate pulling, frogging if it's not necessary, so anyway. And that is all my whips for the week. So, as I said earlier in the video, on Friday I just didn't feel like stitching. I was just, you know, it's unusual. Usually I really do feel like stitching every night, but I wasn't in the mood. So I had some charts that I decided to go ahead and pull flosses for. Meaning, you know, I went through my entire stash of DMC and went through these charts, pulled everything that I had, and then marked the ones that I need to order. And then I did put in an order with 123 Stitch to get the rest of the flosses. And then while I was on 123 Stitch, I saw that the Phoenix Queen, which is the newest Bella Filipina, which I immediately fell in love with, was in stock. So I went ahead and got her, and I got all her supplies as well. So that'll probably come in next week so I can show you. So I pulled the flosses, and I had most of the flosses. Overall, I didn't need to order that much. So I pulled all the flosses for the Earth Goddess. So when you see them in here like this, the reason that you'll sometimes see that I sometimes put like the whole bag, because this is how the card in the flossaway bag is how I keep them in my, you know, master little cabinet. And the reason that I would put the whole card in here instead of just pulling a skein is if I only have one skein and I don't need, either I do, well, actually it's either way. Either I only need a few strands, so I don't want to have to pull the whole thing and then have it loose and has to get put back in the bag. I don't like having empty bags, empty colors in the drawer. I always want to keep something in there so I can see what the example is. So I'd rather pull the whole thing out. Or like I only had a little bit in here, so I need to order this game, but I have a little bit and maybe only a little bit's needed, whatever. So sometimes I do pull the whole thing and I stick it in here and then end up getting filed back in once I actually kit up the project on the cards and stuff. So anyway, I pulled the flosses for the Earth Goddess, and I pulled the flosses for my Sweet Pea Fairy. Excuse me. I'd already pulled flosses previously to this for the Poppy Fairy, but I think I want to wait and start her in September. So part of this all has to do with next month, March, is my Fancy Folk. And I think I want to start one new Pretty Lady. I had thought that I would start Florentina. I have her all kitted up. This is her. Yeah. I have her all kitted up. She's been waiting to go for like a year. However, I only want to start one, I think, because I have enough on the go and I need to get some finished. I can't just start. I want to get some stuff done. So, although I do like starting, so I want to start one. So my original idea was I would start Florentina. She's all kitted up, blah, blah, blah. Well, she's not kitted up. She's got all her, no, she actually is kitted up. Sorry, I keep not talking correctly. So she's actually fully kitted. You know, she's, all of her flosses are hung on the floss cards and everything's ready to go with her. But my thinking is I had just gotten these Joan Elliott patterns and I've never done a Joan Elliott. So I have a couple Mirabilias on the go and I have a couple Bella Filipinas on the go. So I'm thinking that instead of starting another Mirabilia, I should start a Joan Elliott instead. That's my thinking. So it will come down to, well, Poppy Fairy. I'm not going to start until September because it's Veterans Day and the Jewish War veterans outside the grocery stores always give you the little poppies. So I thought that would be nice to start the Poppy Fairy then. So, and I also have, the beads and stuff for Rosamund, which is also a Mirabilia. But again, my idea is I should start a Joan Elliott. So I have these two options, Sweet Pea Fairy and Earth Goddess. And I told you guys, Earth Goddess reminded me, kind of made me think of Kelly from Pages and Stitches because of the mushrooms and everything. And she was like, so like, tickled that I said that. She went out, she ended up getting this one too. So I want to start this when she's ready to start it. So I kind of want to start with her. So I'm thinking that I might start Sweet Pea Fairy instead. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Which one I should start, or if I should start Florentina. I'm going to be getting the Phoenix Queen. I love her so much, but I don't want to start her until I get either Bellatrix or my Autumn Equinox Pixie finished, because they're both, you know, at least halfway done, if not more. And yeah, and I want it to be incentive because I really like her, so I want to start her, so I want to get the other ones done. Does that make sense? Anyway, so yeah, so I pulled flosses for both of these. I did order like the Krynic braids and stuff, and to be honest, I ordered all the Krynic that I needed, although I may have some. My Krynic is not in an organized fashion right now where I could easily see if I had stuff, so I just went ahead and ordered it. And then I ordered the beads that were needed that were in stock. There was actually several beads that were out of stock, so we'll see. When those come in, I'll have to put in another order. But after that, I think I'm done with ordering, really, for the foreseeable future. I really need to be done with it because I don't want to spend the money. I'm sure you guys understand that, you know. We always, every time I hear somebody who starts this craft, they're like, oh, it's an inexpensive craft. It isn't, because you want to buy everything. But I don't need anything, and I have so much stuff to start, and I have so many beautiful things that have been started that I don't need more. And then the last thing that I kitted up, which I do think I'm going to start in April, which is my friends and family project, is this full coverage mini solar system, which, you know, this looks to me like it'd be really fun to stitch. And it's not something that I would personally want, but I think my nephew Hudson would love it. He's very into solar system astronomy, that kind of thing. He's 8. His older brother is also into it, but not as much as Hudson. And I have a feeling that he's not going to really grow out of that he's going to like this sort of thing forever, you know, I'm hoping. And so he's 8 years old, and I figured, you know, maybe by the time he's, you know, graduating high school or turning 21 or something like that, then it will be done. So I don't feel like I have a big rush to get this done, even though I want to give it as a gift. I will give it to him as a gift when he is a grown-up man. So, yeah, but I think it will be fun to work on, and I think he would really like it. So I kitted this, well, I didn't kit it up, I pulled flosses for it. And yeah, so I have to pull the fabric. I've been doing my full coverages lately on 28 count, 2/1 half stitch, and I enjoy that. So I need to look in my stash and see if I have a nice sort of neutrally color that would, you know, kind of look good under this. So like maybe a taupe or something. Because it's full coverage, I can pull a color that maybe I don't love as much, you know, as a background kind of thing. So yes, I pulled flosses for that as well. Okay. What else? Plans for the coming week is basically continue as I have been going. Really want to maybe get the Lion Biscornu done. Want to work on the Be My Own Valentine SAL, because I really want to get that done. But I'm not enjoying working on that as much as some of my other projects for this month. So I'm not spending a ton of time on it, but I do want to, both of those projects need to get done way sooner than later. Hopefully by the end of the month, but you know, this is a short month. End of the month is next week. So, well, a little bit after next week. And then I need to kind of finalize my plans for March as far as the fancy ladies or the fancy folk that I'm stitching, because I have Pinkie and Blue Boy in that list, and Blue Boy is not a lady, he's a boy. So yeah, I do have my fancy folk in March. I'm definitely going to be stitching on Bellatrix because I haven't stitched on her in forever and I miss her. Yeah, because I didn't stitch on her the whole just November, December, because she wasn't on my get it finished list, because I knew that she wouldn't be finished that fast. So I do miss her. I want to get back and get some really good work done on her. So I think that that's about it. Now, I had talked to you guys last week, I think, was it last week or the week after that, about magazine, getting magazine patterns, you know, pulled out of the magazine, folded up, just put in a regular envelope and sent regular mail, which I got a pretty good response that people like that. So there was one magazine that I had that basically I looked through it and there was nothing in there that I really wanted. So I basically tore the magazine apart and basically divided it into the 4 sections that it was divided into for the magazine. And so my dilemma has been, should I do them all in one video or two? I mean, or spread them out over 4 videos. And I still haven't decided. And at first I was going to do them all together. And then, excuse me, right before I started my video, I thought, oh, I'll just do one this week. But now I'm thinking again, I should just do them all. Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to do them all. Yeah. Maybe I'll do them all, but I'll have, I'll do it for 2 weeks. That sounds good. So at the end of February, then I'll do the drawing. But you're gonna have to come back to this video to make the comments. Okay, so the first grouping that I put together is the sort of summer patterns. And this is like that page that's in the back of the magazine, so I can show you. These are all from August 2021. So this is sort of the summer package. So say summer if you are interested. And again, these are torn out of a magazine. They have no value. I will be sticking them in an envelope. They're folded up. Either I'm going to be sticking them in an envelope. You know, you'll give me your address through Instagram, and then I'll stick a stamp on it and mail it to you. So it's not anything fancy. I'm just sharing magazine patterns with you. If that's not something you want, don't ask for it. You know, if it's not something, if you don't like getting just loose magazine patterns, you know, then, you know, obviously don't put your name in for it. All right, so the first package is the summer package, and these are the projects that you are going to get. So it's this summer, is that full coverage? No, it's this. And then there's this butterfly, which is really pretty. And actually Laura from Stitching of the Shore is stitching that right now. There is this tray kind of thing. I know that picture is hard to see, but there's this little tray thing. There's this picnic time. And then there's this set of bee patterns. So that is what these pages are. This summer sort of package. Okay, so say summer for that one. Okay, next one is a patriotic package. So it's these 3 patterns. For this one, you can say stars, because there's one that's called Stars and Stripes. So yeah, so it's this thing, this Liberty eagle, and then this sort of banner thing, Stars and Stripes. So say stars. So this, or this. Well, I'm sorry, you're getting all of those. So say stars for that one. Summer and stars. This one is sort of the ocean. Take me to the sea. So this is the first thing. Oops. So this is all like oceany stuff. And actually there's quite a bit in this one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 charts that you'll get. There's that one. No, these aren't ocean, they're like outdoor. There's that one, that one, that one, and that. So for that one, say ocean. O-C-E-A-N. And then the last one is like the Christmas so actually there's two things in here. Because there was no way to like cut them apart. You know, you'd get like half of a pattern if I didn't give you the whole thing. So this is this sampler, which is the Jane Wilby 1833 sampler. So that is in there in its entirety. And then there's a Christmas ornament preview, which is all of these. That one's cute. So, okay. So for this, so again, you'll be getting the sampler and the Christmas ornament. So say Christmas. So we've got, what did I say? Christmas, ocean, stars, and summer. And as I said, I'll go after February's done. So we have one more video in February. I will go back to this video and do random drawings, and then I'll announce the winners in the first video that's in March. And then you guys listen for the announcement, and then you can contact me on Instagram and give me your address so that I can mail them to you. I know there's been a lot of stuff going around about like people getting comments on their comment that are supposed to be from the YouTuber. It's a big scam thing. So I'm gonna eliminate that by telling you guys I'm not gonna go and put a comment on your comment saying congratulations, blah blah blah. I'm just going to announce your name in the videos, and then you can go and email or instant message, private message me on Instagram to give me your address. Or you can give it to me through my email. It's all listed below. But Instagram is a good place where I kind of corral all this kind of stuff. So if you send it to my email, it could get lost in the flotsam and jetsam of email, because I delete all emails that I'm, you know, that aren't something that stands out to me. So anyway, that is the magazine thing for right now. I also was contacted by a viewer who lives in this area, and I remember she contacted me back in like 2019, and she said she had a box of magazines and stuff for me. And we were gonna meet up, and then, you know, pandemic happened. So it kind of just, you know, I hadn't thought about it. And now she messaged me this week, and she goes, I still have this box for you. And she showed me a picture. It's like a huge box full of stuff. So if I ever meet up with her and get that box, I'm gonna have a lot more magazine stuff to go through and give you guys. But anyway, so that's the magazine portion. Again, that was from August 2021, so it's not that long ago. A lot of you may already have that magazine. If you want the whole magazine, you can get it from eBay, probably $10 or something like that. But if you just happen to really like one of the charts that I just showed, then go ahead and put your name in, and I'll be, you know, sending them out. Okay, I think that's it for right now. I'm getting very rambly, I can tell. I'm hungry. I want to eat my food that's in the toaster oven, getting cold, and start my day. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock. It's more than starting my day, but get this uploaded and get to doing some stitching. I think that would be fun. So anyway, until I see you guys again, I hope you have a wonderful week, full of love and light and stitching and snuggles from your favorite creatures, be they fur creatures or human creatures. I hope you have a good week. Until I see you again, be content, be kind, and be crafty. This is Karla. Bye-bye.